Hey guys, so I'm going to do a get ready with me video today using the good old Urban Decay Naked Palette. I think that a lot of you probably have this, and it's an oldie but a goodie. Never goes out of style. And then I went to MAC recently and back to MAC some old lipsticks and got a free one. If you're not familiar with that, the Back to MAC program, you just bring in six items that are old that you don't want to use anymore, and you can get a free lipstick. So I got Hue, and this is just a beautiful peachy pink lipstick. So this is what I'm going to use for the lipstick. Now, before we get involved in putting on makeup, I just wanted to say thank you for all the love in the comments section in yesterday's video. Instead of me writing thank you, thank you, thank you like 85 times in the comments section, I would figured that it would make more sense to just say thank you right here. Boy, you guys really like my hair parted on the side. I had to just put it up in this bird's nest thing today because can you imagine trying to put on makeup and having it swooping down over my face the entire time? So I've got it pinned up now, but I'll take it down at the end of the video. But man, you guys like my hair parted on the side. I couldn't believe it. When I woke up this morning and saw the comment section and went, whoa. It was like the same comment over and over and over again, except by all of you. So thank you. It's funny, I was all excited about my improved lighting, and you guys were excited that I changed the part of my hair, so hey, whatever works, you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so in order for this video not to be crazy long, I have already applied some items to my face, so I'm going to show you first what I put on. I primed my lips with the Milani Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment, and this is just a clear lip treatment product, but it tastes, well, you don't really taste what you're putting on your lips, but it smells like, I should say, sugar, so that's pleasant. And then I primed my face with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is just the original. This comes in tons of different formulas, but this is just the original. And then I used my Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation. And I'm in the shade Light Neutral, which looks extremely yellow, but once it's blended into my skin, does not look crazy yellow. It actually is a very good match for me, and I started using this again because it's a great foundation to use in the winter when your skin starts to get dry from the indoor heating, the furnace cranking all the time. We're supposed to get a snowstorm, and yeah, we've been lucky so far, but we're supposed to get 4 to 5 inches, I think, sometime between later today and tonight, so tomorrow I will be snowbound. I hate that. Even if I don't have anywhere in particular to go, I just hate the idea that I shouldn't be out on the roads because of snow. I hate snow. Okay, so try not to dwell on it. Then I used Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light underneath my eyes. And then I contoured my face with the Anastasia Contour Kit, and mine is the light to medium. So I used this contour, and I used this highlight. I'm so glad I did that video about my most expensive products, because this had been shoved in the back of a drawer and I hadn't been using it. And I love this palette, and it does not deserve to be shoved in the back of a drawer. So I'm glad I did that video to remind myself how much I like that palette. And then for a blush, I used Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Natural Glow. And I was happy to see that Tim Talia just reviewed the 2 new Physicians Formula blushes, and she gave them both a B, and for a product grade. And she even said in the review that she didn't necessarily like the way they looked on her with her medium skin tone, but she said, I suspect that these would look really good on somebody with light skin, and absolutely. That's why I love them, because I feel like they're custom designed for me. This and the Plum Rose, as I said in my favorites video, use them all the time. So I have on the peachy one, which is Natural Glow today, which is way more subtle than the Plum Rose. So if you have like porcelain type skin, you'd probably love this. And then if your skin is just like light, the Plum Rose one is good, but I like both of them. And then I used my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light. And she hasn't reviewed this yet, but talking about Tim Talia's blog again, she has pictures in the swatch section of this one and the regular one, which means she will be reviewing them soon. So I'm very curious to see what she's going to say, because again, she has medium skin tone, so it's really hard to review a product when your skin tone isn't right for the product that you're using. But we'll see how that goes. But I love this bronzer, and so does a lot of other people. Okay, then I primed my eyes with MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which is just a nude cream shadow, and we will take it from there. I know that seems like a lot of products to have already put on, but if I mean, here we are 6 minutes in already, and all I've done is explain what I've used so far. So trust me, it's better this way so that the video isn't ridiculously long. Okay, so then we can get started then with the Urban Decay Naked Palette. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Virgin, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. And I will be right back. I forgot to bring out a brush to do my brow bone highlight. Every single time I do a Get Ready With Me video, I end up forgetting to bring out at least one brush. I don't know why. Okay, so this is actually an e.l.f. Contour brush, but I like it for putting on my brow bone highlight. So I'm just going to put some Virgin on there, and I start like at the arch and then just take it out. And I might as well pop a little bit in the inner corners. Just like that. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Naked, and I'm going to use that as my transition color. And I'm going to use a NYX brush in number 16. And these are at Ulta. So I'm going to put some Naked on there. And yeah, I'm just going to put this as the transition shade. So I'm going to start at the outer corner and work my way in like that. Now, did you see how I went like small circles? Remember I told you that I changed the way I'm applying my eyeshadow? I used to do like just windshield wiper motion. That doesn't work out, and here's why. When you're looking at somebody's eyeshadow look, I think it's prettier when you have more on the outside part instead of an even amount all the way across. And by starting at the outer corner and doing small circles, you're depositing most of the product on the outside part, so that by the time you get to the inside, there's less product being deposited there. And see, it looks a lot prettier with the majority of the product on the outside part. And also by doing the small circles, you're blending while you're depositing. So that the end result, I think, looks way better than if you had just done like a windshield wiper motion. Now you're getting too much being put down on the inside part. So I knew that before, but for some reason I forgot and just started going back to doing it the other way. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know, when you get older, your mind starts to go. Okay, so I just put some more Naked on the brush, and we're going to do the other eye the same way. So just press, and then small circles, and bring it in. And I take it up a little higher because my eyes are somewhat hooded, so if it seems like I'm going up higher, but then again, it is transition. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a MAC 239, yes, 239.
It's 10 o'clock.
Every time, right? That's my computer telling me what time it is. But every time I film a video, that always manages to get in there. And I could disable it probably, but I kind of like knowing what time it is at all times without having to look. I don't know. Anyways, MAC 239 shader brush. And I'm going to take some Half-Baked, which is the gold. I'm going to put some of that on the brush. And I'm going to start on the inner part of my lid. And I'm going to go probably like 3/4 of the way across. Like that. And the reason why I'm stopping and not doing the outside part is because I want to put another color down there, and I don't want it necessarily mixed with the gold. Alright, so let's see. You know, the only thing that this had on it was the shade Naked, so I'm just going to dust it off on my hand and use it for what I'm going to do next. This shade right here is called Dark Horse, and it's a dark brown, I would say. So I'm going to put a little bit of that. I'm going to go very lightly with this brush into the shadow. And I'm going to dust that on the very outside part of my lid. And I'm also going to go up a little bit into the outer corner. And then upward into the outer crease area. So the whole outside part of my eye here. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because we're gonna add some things. We're still gonna do more colors. I'm gonna use a bunch of colors from this palette. Okay, so I'm going to be blending this with some other things, so it doesn't have to be perfect at this point. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Smog, which is this bronzy shade, and I'm going to take a clean blending brush. This one is by e.l.f. And I'm going to put some Smog on that brush. And I'm going to put this in the crease, and I'm going to use the same motion that I just showed you before. I'm going to start in the outer portion of the crease and small strokes blend it inward. And by doing that, we're also blending on top of the dark horse. And that's going to help blend that a bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more Smog, and I'm going to put that between the Half-Baked and the Dark Horse and just sort of blend those colors together so that you don't have that drastic contrast there. So I'm just going to blend right on my lid between the two colors. Just like that. Now see how that blended, sort of blended everything together. Now I'm looking at the shape and it's not exactly the same. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Smog and try to fill in that gap right there. So that I have roughly the same shape. There we go. Okay, great. Now I'm going to take my Zoeva pencil brush and I'm going to drag a little bit of some color down along the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Smog and run that along there. Then I'm going to dip that same brush very lightly into Dark Horse and just put that just on the outside. Like that. And now I'm going to take an eyeliner. This is CoverGirl Ink It in the shade Copper Ink. If I can get it open. Okay, and this is a twist up. And I'm going to run that along my tight line. And then I'm going to put it right at the roots of my lower lashes. So we've got a little bit of bronze, a little bit of brown, and a little bit of copper. And the gold, of course, on my eyelids. Okay, so what's next? Mascara. This is Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my lower lashes. And on the top lashes, I'm going to use Maybelline, the Colossal Spider Effect. Okay, and this is L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set brow pomade. And this is an e.l.f. eyebrow brush. The writing is all worn off, so whoa, oh great. Helps if you can hold on to it. This is in the shade Light Brunette. Oh, this is really hard to do with the monitor. I think I'm gonna just have to go do my brows off camera with my makeup mirror. I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. Alright, next is gonna be my NYX Lip Primer. And then the MAC Hue Lipstick. And this is a glaze finish, so it's pretty much foolproof. It's sort of a sheer-ish type finish, so it's not gonna go all over the place and get messed up, and usually would blend really well with your lip color. Especially a shade like this is going to be similar. Well, I guess it's lighter than most people's lip color, but I thought it would coordinate nicely with the gold, brown, bronze type look. Okay, let me go take down my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, so that is the finished look, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.